like we are in a warrior. We want to go in and out of the warrior. First of all, I would practice taking that front foot all the way up to the heel of the foot and slide down that leg slightly with each repetition. Come down all the way, go forward a little more as long as your foot is supported, your knee doesn't wag in or out, and the heel stays down. You want to be very stable here. If things feel like they're about to fly off or something bad is going to happen, come out of that slightly, okay? So this is one way to warm up for that. The other thing is we want to make sure that we're nice and warm through the arms, so go ahead and warm up the shoulder girdle. Those are the fundamental movements that'll be happening in those areas. Okay, so now that you've done all that, we're going to go into this triangle. One thing I like to do first is to make everybody start with the letter T here. So I got this wide leg, front toes pointed out, hands are at home right for the heart. Nice parallel line here. So we're going to pull them away from each other as if we're pulling a rubber band, and you'll feel your collarbone open up. So we're still in the front body, but you're opening up the heart. Now, take that out to letter T and check for any stretching or anything that is really pronounced there, because that's going to inform this move. Squeeze those fingers together and activate. And now, because we've warmed up here, this is safe, we're going to hinge and reach forward. So keep this leg nice and straight and reach forward, trying to keep the arms on parallel as though you're trying to touch something out of range, and come back. Come back a little bit farther than center and repeat. Notice any stretching that happens here. You're going to respond to that with that same movement, right? So here, and then start to pull that heel up. Take a fold, you'll feel an additional stretch here. Now, from there, we want to check our rotation. So, hold one arm out, take your opposite hand to the rib cage, make sure that you're twisting from the waist when you do this. I'm taking my feet to neutral. All right, and other side. Nope. If you're sticky in this movement, then that's going to inform why you can't rotate. But what I see is that there's a rotation where your navel and your sternum are kind of aiming toward the floor, and a triangle is actually going to present more of a side body here. So if you take this, right, put that foot down, take your T, give it a reach, yep, and then we rotate that T back to center. We just continue this line. If at any point my sternum starts to rotate toward the ground, right, or if my zipper is aiming a little bit too far down, so it does rotate a little bit in the low back, but if it's really rounding, both front pockets are facing the ground, you need to open your hip rotation, add in those other things, lengthen through the spine, and then one thing I always like for people to do is lean back slightly with their whole body. So think about your whole back body pressing up against a